master nodes left. We have some master nodes left. About 600 or so master nodes. Let me see if I can get the exact figure real quick on how many
Am I on yet?
exactly
Hey,
nodes
what's
we
up?
have.
What's up? Hold on, let me
Let that load.
let me
It's gonna
calm
do
my
its thing. But
man down in the back. This is my man Ricardo. My name is Jess Glaze, or you can call me. Um, I am the leader, and I am a an affiliate of Carrot Bars International. This is my live stream. This is my first one. So I'm trying to come up with something to where it'll fit to where I can help my team and myself. And I'm kind of like forcing myself. I'm kind of like putting pressure on myself to achieve this goal that I'm setting out. Uh, Again, I'm not a person of a lot of money. I don't have a lot of wealth. I just have a lot of ambition, and it's something I want to share with you that I feel that we as a community should jump on ASAP. Once upon a time, I had an opportunity, as somebody came to me and introduced Yahoo at the time to me, still is Yahoo. And I didn't jump on it. I didn't jump on it. They asked me, say, "Hey man, come on, jump on this thing. It's a new internet thing." It was kind of like a bunch of gibberish to me at the time, and I really didn't like the name. I know that's kind of strange for not getting into something, but I just didn't like the name. And again, don't I wouldn't advise anyone to do or go by a name, but and not invest in something because of a name. That was foolish of me. That was just I just didn't know. I didn't know. Now here it is. We come full circle, and I'm here back at this point to where no one really at this time introduced me to this opportunity that I'm going to be offering you guys, and or just letting you know more about. Um, and again, before I move any further, I'm not a financial advisor in any shape, form, or fashion. I'm a person who, just like somebody you walk by, everyday person you walk by on the street, but I just have a lot of ambition, and then I want better for my future and my children's future. A good man will leave his children an inheritance. So that's what I'm trying to do. But I found that, like everybody else in my community that are of African American descent, and not everybody in a African American community is doing bad. Like, but they could be doing better for sure, for sure. So we also know a lot of times, realistically, we go to our jobs, they're only going to pay us as much as, I don't know, how would you say that? They're not going to give you enough to make partner, put it that way. um, you can work for them, you can go and be dedicated, and show up on time every day, to the point to where you will have to retire before they start making you either a senior or vice president of anything of that nature. So, um, yeah, and I had to get off that wheel, and I always wanted to work for myself, but I just never could find the vehicle that would help me do that. And then I suffered again for the lack of knowledge of being able to take that leap and be comfortable with taking that leap, having some information that will be a catalyst, that will push me regardless whether I fail or not. Um, I just didn't have those things. But I also understood in my situation, or in my plight, if you would, working for someone, even if I found a good thing, I wasn't making enough to make a move, because either I'm going to be robbing Peter to pay Paul, and not have children I have to take care of, and a family. So bills and everything else that comes along with life. Excuse me. So um, one day, um, with prayer and much vigilance, God opened the skies, and I ended up with a nice job that afforded me the ability to be able to somewhat get ahead and afford me to, when I look back on it, just get off enough to get off to make it. But I'm building at my business. I'm a barber. I'm a profit consultant for private practitioners where I offer practice management services. And I'm also a Carrot Bars affiliate where I own my own Carrot Bars business. And this is new for me. Yesterday uh, was my anniversary for a year. I've been saving in gold, and I'm still learning the business. At the same time, trying to make a go for it. And then I look at like my man Ricardo here, Mike Delco, Crypto Steve, a couple other people that I look at and kind of like look up as mentors. And these are all these guys on the Wealth Builders Worldwide platform, and they also are Carrot Bars affiliates. And what's the name? It'll come to me. Uh, um, they all said just get in position, put yourself in a position to be able to take advantage of this opportunity. And it was something that resonated with me because this is something that I tell people whom I may be speaking with or talking to or mentoring. Take advantage of the opportunities that present themselves to you. And again, you have to understand every opportunity isn't always going to be a good opportunity, right? So with prayer and you asking God to lead you and help you with the and discernment of things as things present themselves to you. You tend to learn not to always jump at things. You tend to slow down. Goes upon a time you're like, oh yeah, let's do that, and either the person doesn't show up or don't fall through on their end fully, and they're looking for you to carry their whole idea that you're agreeing with. But it's I'm in Cleveland, say no more. There's some good business people in Cleveland, but bro, there's some good people in business, Cleveland. I refuse to believe that every person in Cleveland, um, it's a lot of business savvy people who can see this because it's going to see this opportunity that I'm going to be presenting to you through Carry Bars. And again, the title is 101 Banking Yourself. So, um, starting from the beginning. Before you start doing this, educate yourself, understand what finances are, what is wealth, what is money. It didn't take a lot for me because I've always been a person that people who know me, I'm always doing something, reading something, educating somebody about something as far as money, getting the head, making sure you're not always being gouged by the system that which we are up under. So it wasn't long for me. I just did some research, Nixon, the dollar, looking at what used to back the dollar and why now the dollar is the way it is now. The difference between a pyramid and a Ponzi scheme and an MLM. Um, and this, there's a stark difference between what I'm doing now and the things that I had to pass by or went through to get to where I'm at now. And I'm glad to say and happy to say that I found something that I know that's going to be a great value to me, myself, and my family. And it's something that you don't have to go to college to learn. You don't need a bachelor's or a master's degree or rockets to become a rocket scientist to do this. And you don't have to be rich yet. Not stress that. You don't have to be wealthy or well off to get in now. I think it will always be free to get into this, but once you get in the background, you realize, man, I've been priced out this thing. You don't want to be on that end. You don't want to be on that end. So I'm hoping the people who hear this, as the word says, he that can hear, let him hear, and he that can see, let him see. So um, my stream, and what I plan to do on my stream is educate my members. I do have some members that has signed up, so I'm going to be lighting a match up under you guys. Um, and then I'm going to be shooting these streams. And again, this is me pushing myself and putting myself out here, man. And just going forward and sharing with everybody what it is that I'm doing. And as I'm learning this, my back office, and as I'm saving and goal, I'll be sharing with you. And then I'll be using some of my mentors uh, to kind of like quarterback some of the stuff that maybe you want to talk about, and some of the stuff that I feel that may be interesting to my team members and just the listening audience. Uh, you know, just share some information with you about, hey, what's going on in our community, and how you can get in. And then if you're already in, give you some information on what you may not know, just keeping you up to date on with one another. And then again, we'll celebrate in the end. All this is going to come out in the wash, and then we have naysayers. We have people who are going to come on and do certain things, but that's okay. That's okay. As long as we stick together like this and just understand. Remember, what's for you is for you, and what's for them is for them. So we're not going to worry about what's for them as long as we stay with. If we're paying attention to what's for us, what else are we looking at? So once we take our eye off the fact that our situation, they have our attention, and that's something we don't want. Okay, so moving forward, so what we're going to do, I'm going to be learning, and I'm going to be trying to like read. I'm going to be looking off here. I'm going to kind of read something over here, but with this one-on-one thing, it's just me kind of introducing myself to my team, letting you know that, hey, this is getting started. And I was telling you, Mr. Lucius, I know he was being patient with me, and then but I was working on it, and I had to. This is a business. You have to plan. You have to realize. You have to understand that you have to jump into this feet first, and then you have people who's following you. You have to be that leader that they're looking for. But at the same time, I can't be the blind leading the blind. Yeah. So I like to at least know something, or if not majority, about what I'm into somebody else to introducing someone else to, that I know, if not a whole lot more than they know, or at least half of what I should know, to be able to move forward as a team and learn together. As again, I don't know it all. This gentleman don't know it all. He's learning as he goes, but he knows a darn lot more. He knows a whole lot more than I know. And so, like himself, Mr. Ricardo, and Mr. Mike Delco, and some of the other team leaders um, that I normally watch and log in on the WhatsApp from time to time. So that's another thing I want you guys to do. If you're thinking about joining Carrot Boys, go ahead and download the WhatsApp if you don't already have it. That would allow you to be able to log in on some of the meetings, so I can send out some invitations and say, hey, we're having a training session here. You can come in as a guest and sit and listen in on some of the training. And some of that training is going to be some of the stuff that you're going to see me doing here. And I have to perfect it. I have to admit, I haven't perfected it like these guys have. I've only been in it a year yesterday. So I'm just happy to just say that. That feels good, because I found something that I know. If you guys too start banking yourself, you can start dreaming again. You can start thinking about, hey, man, you know, what's next year? You're thinking about in the next 2 to 3 to 5 years. You can start planning now, and it can be realistic. Like Ricardo says, this is something that you're banking on, like gold. You're banking on it. It's like it's going to go up, and it's a sure shot. And then it's not if this ecosystem is going to be built around a goal. There is an ecosystem that has been built and being built out and developed as we speak, from everything that we have that you used to having within your community in your everyday life today, from cell phones to payment systems, uh, the internet, uh, being able to shop at different stores and go to different merchants and ask for certain goods and services, but being paid for with a solid asset. opposed to a debt-driven currency. So all I'm doing is I'm not asking you to invest. And again, I'm not an investor or advisor. I am a licensed ABS profit consultant or practice management, but I am not, again, in any way a financial advisor. I'm a consultant and an enthusiastic affiliate of Bars International. Now, one of the things I want to cover is when I started this, um, I didn't have a lot of money. I didn't have a lot at all. And I think my first initial investment came up to about, um, it's like $164.64 was my first investment. And I bought a bronze package, and I thought I was getting a physical bronze package, but I ended up finding out later I got a digital package. Now that digital package I'll be explaining to you a little bit later on in the video or in the next session. Again, this is my first time, so I don't know if I went over my time or not, or what have you or not. I can't remember how long YouTube gives you. But yeah, either way, um, I'll be showing you what you're going to need to get started, what you should already have ready when I get ready to start the one-on-one classes. Um, so I'll give you kind of an overview, meaning getting a pen that writes, because you're always going to find a pen that never writes, some paper, and want to make some time, make sure nobody else is around you, have any distractions or things of that nature. And then again, I'm going to take my time with it. I didn't have anyone that I could call on that could, help me out in the way in which I was trying to navigate to my back office. So I kind of like felt my way through, and I just started working what I could work. I knew I could go into my back office and I could log in again, go into my referrals, and I could copy and paste those referrals. And I already had contacts, so I just started sending my link out to these contacts. You know what I mean? Before I started following the map, and I'll get into the map also. So again, once you get into this thing, this is a business, and you have to take it serious. And it's going to take some time to hit you later on. But then once you start logging on to the sessions and things of that nature, you start realizing like, hey man, these people are really making money into this thing. And then it's like money with their own money, making money off of money that's outside of fiat currency money. So yeah, we're going to be covering that. Just trying to get used to this thing. I don't know if I need some more light or if I'm in the wrong, how this thing is. I don't know. Seems like I may have to update the way in which I'm shooting this thing. But anyway, yeah, we'll see. We'll figure it out. Because I have more light. But this is my barber shop. I'm in my shop. I'm going to be holding meetings here. Some of you guys will be in here. Some of my team members will be in here. We'll be coming in to watch some clips and stuff and do a Q&A live. And then we'll go from there. We'll just keep building the team as we go. And the team, I'm stuck between Black Motor Gold Investment team or the Ohio Gold Minded team. I like the Ohio Gold Minded team. But just let me know what you're thinking, and I'm thinking more so of a name. That's the two names that are out there. So you let me know. But yeah, I'll be going over what you would need. You're gonna get a pencil and paper, writing something to write with, and uh, I'll let you know you need an ID that matches a gas bill that comes to your residence. It'll be a phone bill, things of that nature. Births. What's the other one? I can't remember what the other one is. But I'll be going over all of the things that you're going to need to just initially get started. And then if you could already get these things together before I get to them, you're being proactive, and it'll move along things a lot faster for you opening your account. And then after that, there are some other steps on getting your business started. And then I would say, if you're watching this video now, started putting like $5 away for 50, but put up about 50, say $60. Put away $60. I think it's like the $50. The Gold Mastercard is about $50. I think I remember it was when I purchased mine. Um, so I'll have that in the next video. And then you'll be ready, you'll be in your back office, you'll be ready to buy or invest, I should say, or invest in yourself, or you'll be ready to, what should I say? Because the title is banking yourself, you'll be ready to make deposits into your bank. And then you'll be ready to make deposits into your bank. Or gold saving, banking, gold savings account, banking, bank account, gold savings bank account. It's your account. It's your bank account. It's your bank. So the money that you have is your money that you're transitioning and turning into gold, which is yours. So no one is taking anything from you. There's no pre-qualification. But again, you have to have an idea, again, when you get into this, an idea about what it is that you're looking to do. What is your goal? And you can continue to work, and then trust me, the governments that your check that you're working for are going to take the taxes out, going to take that working tax out, which is Social Security. They're going to take that out. So you don't have to worry about that. But pay yourself first. It's kind of hard when they're taking the taxes out first, but pay yourself first. So all I do per week, make sure I take out $25 or make or find a way to get $25 in a week. $25. So what is that like? What? For I just find a way. I'm a barber. I'll give a discount. I'll give a discount just to get 10 to get to 25. Trust me. To get to this goal that I'm trying to get you understand, I'm banking myself. I'm looking to loan myself. I have a goal. I want to loan money to myself. I don't want to go into a bank anymore and say, hey, I'm in here with my color and my credibility. That's what we're really talking about. I'm in here with my color, my credibility, and my ignorance. Because it's not so much, honestly, it really has nothing to do with your color. I honestly have come to understand that a lot of times it has nothing to do with your ethnicity. But a lot of times we come in and we drive up in a brand new Cadillac or car, truck, Escalade, whatever it is that tickles our fancy after we retire or before we retire. And we go in, we want to start a business. We got this great idea. We got a beautiful business plan. We go in, bam, they ask us debt to ratio question. You say, well, what kind of, you have bills when you say, well, I have this and I have this, I pay this and I pay this and I pay that, I pay this, I pay this, I'm retired, but I have this in savings. Oh, okay. So what type of assets do you have? Well, I have a house, I have a car, I have a boat, I have a little small house over in Tennessee, a little off the lake, it brings in some income. Yeah. Is there any other assets? And in your head, it doesn't hit you any other assets. What other assets do I need? And then see, this is where the ignorance comes in at, because see, prior to college, even in college, a lot of times these classes aren't taught how we should come into wealth. I know me growing up in the South, I never got to receive these things. And then at the same time, I came up in the era where you get it how you live when you come out. See, my grandparents raised me. I didn't have a lot of amenities or was afforded a lot of things that a lot of maybe and again I'm going to say this with caution, like some northern southern families have. Some of you in the room. Um, we're not going to go there. I may put that in a book later on after I'm finished doing my work here. But I grew up at Mega Means, like the CEO and founder of the company. Uh, So I'm starting from coming from a poor man's mentality, but with a rich man's ambition. I entered into things like that. Um, so I'm saying that to say, don't start bogging your mind down with the fact that, man, this is going to cost me. Actually, it's free. Actually, it's free to get in. Free is to sign up, and it's free to think about what do you want to invest in yourself. There's no cost. There's no cost here. When you invest in yourself, you've gained. The thing is, you must make sure with that what you're investing in for yourself is a positive thing in what you're investing in, right? You want to invest in something that doesn't have a return because you can't get back your time and thing that you work for to get this to be able to invest in this thing that you trusting in that's going to give you back a return. So I'm here to help you with that. So this next video is going to be coming up. It's going to be, and I know I'm kind of chattering. This is my first one. I'm excited. My anniversary was yesterday. So I'm kind of like all over the board. But I'm saying to the people who that are on my team, I don't want to start doing names. So I have to have the list so I can read all of these people off, and then I will go from there. But again, I just like to thank you guys for trusting in what this Carrot Bars can offer you. And again, I never asked anyone to trust me. I'll never go and turn around and tell you to do something that the Father has told you not to do. He said, put your trust in no man. Trust no man. Um, so that's why I'm directing you into to not do what I'm. Don't trust me. Trust in what I'm the system that which I'm trusting in, um, and what it's doing for me. Don't trust me. Just trust the system that I'm directing you to, and then it'll prove itself to you, and then we both can. Non-trustworthy selves can celebrate together later. God knows us, man. He knows us. So, with that being said, I don't know if I went over all this time or not, but they may have to chop this up. I don't know. But anyway, I'm excited. I'm ready to get started. And I hope I can just bring this energy and this same smile. And again, like I said, I'm going to be using the TV, kind of like spearheading some things we want to get into. And we're going to do kind of like meet up here, and we'll kind of like talk about when we're listen to some of the new videos, and then what'll happen is you guys will be out here in the shop here, and then we'll do a Q&A, and then after that we'll sit down and whoever your new affiliates are, and you bring your laptop, your link up, and then you'll learn how to log on, enter in the information, understand the little small nuances about this international account that you just opened up. Yeah, excuse me. This is an international gold savings account. You are on, you're on a 1%. You're on a 1% site. Just make it plain and simple. You on a 1% site. Listen, you understand. You getting a free account that's going to put you on a 1%'er's territory. You on the global market, baby. We here. We arrived. It's nothing that I'd ever ran into that will help me get up off of this dollar. I see the debt. I see what's going on in our communities, in our neighborhoods, how they siphoning off the dollar, the entities that they place in our neighborhoods to siphon off the dollar. But we ain't gonna get into that. We ain't gonna get into that. We're gonna render unto Caesar what is Caesar, right? And then we're gonna make our own. Then we're gonna do our own thing. That's what I'm working on. But anyway, I'm getting off the topic. But again, welcome to the Ohio Gold Minded 101 website, web team. Let me say that again. Welcome to the Ohio Gold Minded team website, web page, YouTube page. One of those. I'm so excited. So I can just smell and taste and feel. I can't wait to get my like my man. You get the cash gold and the classic gold, and show you like I'm really doing this, man. For nickels, we can start as low as $5. Oh, $5, $5. You can get started just on autopilot and start saving and go. This is life changing, folks. This is life changing. You have to understand. This is life changing. So look, join me. Tell somebody. And as more I read about and learn about this going live thing, I know a lot of stuff. But then once I start doing these things, it's time to, once you start walking down and going down a new street, you still got to learn which way to turn, baby. But look, anyway, I'm going to end this live stream. I don't know if I went too long. I'm looking at like 30 minutes, man. I don't know. So hit me up. I think it's a tag. If I did it right, my link is down there. You can find me at May I Pay You. That's MAY, the letter I, PAY, the letter U, at gmail.com. That's my email. So I'm clearly asking you, can I pay you? Or to help you pay yourself or bank yourself. So we're going to start banking ourselves, man. We're going to learn how to do this one day at a time, as I'm learning, as you learning. God bless. Talk to you soon and have a happy Carrot Bars day. Have a good one.